Greetings, everyone. It is us. We are out doing the things we normally do, eating stuff. What we're going for today, because it's kind of overcast, it's a little rainy and cool, it's a great soup day. So we're going to have something called army-based stew, or Budae Jjigae.
It's the goods.
It is the goods. It's one of my favorite dishes. So the place we're going to go, there's a place that's most people say is like the #1 place around here. It's down the street, but it's really hard to get into. It's a little hole in the wall place. I've been in there like twice in 6 years. So
he hasn't even taken me there yet.
Every time we walk by, there's been a line down the alley. So we've
been to Sutgogae Budae Jjigae multiple times.
Yes, this place.
So
there we go.
We've been here several times. Our friend, when we first got here, took us here.
So there's the name, Sutgogae Budae Jjigae.
It is so delicious. Not a lot of side dishes served with Budae Jjigae, but you don't really need the sides. Sides not necessary.
You're not really there for sides when you're having Budae Jjigae.
No, like all of the stuff is literally in your stew.
So we're gonna go in, we're gonna have some stuff, and we'll see you in a minute. So here we are, we're in the restaurant. We're eating the Budae Jjigae. And they have induction stove. So our pile of stuff is, see how hot that is? Pile of stuff is heating up. So we got a little cabbage salad. We got a pumpkin chunk of kimchi here. And some ramen noodles for after we eat all the chunks out. And a bowl of garlic. So we got a menu on the wall here. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So there's other stuff you can get, but we're here for the Budae Jjigae. Now, other stuff like the ramen noodles or rice, you order on the side. Oh, here's our rice. So, as I was saying, easily enough, you can just tell them you want Budae Jjigae and for how many people, and they bring you a pot of stuff, which is starting to get a nice little bubble on it here. We got some rice, some nice multi-grain rice. So we're gonna let that bubble up here, and we'll be right back. So while this is coming up to a nice bubble here, I'd like to point out that what we're eating is called Budae Jjigae, which translates as to something like army-based stew, I think, because there is a military base down the road from us. But it's basically the Korean version of throw that in the pot. So you got a little bit of Spam, you got some hot dogs, you got onions, green onions, there's kimchi. There's usually some sort of hamburger or ground sausage or something in there. Basically whatever you can get to throw in the pot for meat with whatever vegetables we're about. And this is starting to look nice and bubbly, so let's turn this down. There we go. That way we don't burn ourselves while we're eating this. And let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Also, in case anyone was wondering, it is hard to eat and film with a phone at the same time.
Alright, so you just want me to serve some out into your bowl?
Yeah, let me, so Melissa's gonna handle the serving here. Ooh, a little messy.
It is a little bit messy. It's not the easiest thing to get from this induction stove into the bowl. Good?
That's good for now. Spoon yourself up a little there. A little rice on there. Oh yeah. Now I just gotta get all that. There we go. Look at that bite. Alright. So there you go, everybody. This is Budae Jjigae live in Korea. As authentic as it gets. We are at a Budae Jjigae restaurant. Technically, there's one that's said to be the #1 restaurant around that's not far from here. This place is a lot easier to get into, and the food's still really good. Oh yeah. So what do you think? A little bit spicy, a little bit vegetable-y, a little bit meaty.
Okay. Tip for all of you who are scared of spice. If the broth feels a little over spicy, actually got a cup of water here. Add just a tad of water. It'll calm it down a little bit. That's my tip for you. So, but if you're eating it with rice, it helps. Because the rice helps disperse the spice. But I can eat this.
Alright, so like I was showing before, you got a little spam, little rice, little onion, little hot dog. And that's a big bite, so I'm gonna get a spoon.
I was going to recommend a spoon for that. It's a little bit spicy, but it's also still really hot. How is the kimchi?
Kimchi good.
It's a tower of kimchi.
It's not one that has the overly strong anchovy paste in it, so.
Oh, that is a good one.
Pretty good now.
All right, so this is going to cook for a little while, but we'll also throw our noodles in a little bit later. But Chuck's going to show you that salad.
That's for most of when you get all the chunks out.
Great.
We got this cabbage and mayo salad, which is very common here, but surprisingly good.
It is very good.
All right, so once you eat your way through the toppings enough to make you some empty space in there, get your package of ramen that you ordered and throw it in there and let it start bubbling down. You can, if the juice is a little low, add a little more water to it to raise it up on the noodles, but I'm just gonna let them cook down because that's how I roll. All right, as you notice, our noodles are cooked in here. I'm gonna reach in here and grab me a chunk.
Oh, that's not going in his mouth at one time.
No.
Would be impressive, though.
Would be suicidal. This stuff's hot.
Yeah, it's lit.
But so let's get a taste of Budaejjigae ramen. Noodles still a little chewy.
Told you I didn't think they were quite done yet.
But that is perfectly good. That's that ramen noodle taste. And if you notice, we did not use the seasoning. That's nothing but Budaejjigae juice in the ramen noodle. And it's marvelous. Alright, so there's the damage. I think we managed to take out the pot. There's a little casualty in the rice bowl, but for most intents and purposes, I think we've done it. So, if you happen to be in the area, this stuff is magnificent on a nice rainy day. And then, for part 2 of what may be a 3-part series here, next time we're going to order delivery Budaejjigae and cook it at home and see how it stands up.
And then the third part would be we're going to make it from scratch at home.
Right. So, stay tuned, like, subscribe, do the internet stuff. We'll see you later.